Hey, good morning, guys. Today is our garden prep day. We're going to get the BCS out. Going to give it a little service, clean it up a little bit before and after. But there's a few things I want to go over to ensure that your equipment's working properly before you put it to work. This is the BCS 853. We have several implements with this unit to work our garden beds. Okay, first thing I was wanting to do was to clean this pre-screen for the air filter. So I'm just going to clean this in warm soapy water, and it just slides over top of the main filter. And this is the housing that goes on top. Next thing I want to do is lubricate all the cables on the unit. So I'm just using a WD-40 white lithium grease. Start here at these cables on the engine. And we'll go around here. There's some cabling down here for the clutches and things. I'm going to go ahead and spray these again. Anything that has a pivot point, it's a good thing to grease it. Okay, so this is all the forward and reverse controls, throttle control. Just going to go ahead and move these up a little bit. Inside there, all the pivot points. Okay, this is the lever that controls your handlebars to go up and down. So I just want to put a little grease in there. Okay. So this is your PTO connection. I went ahead and put some grease in there. I'm going to go ahead and lubricate this pin here. The pin is what locks it in place, so that'll go down, lock your implement onto the BCS. And that's all that function does there. Go ahead and let's get these pivot points here. This is where the handlebars swivel. Let's go ahead and put a little extra in there. Okay, now it's time to change the oil. Okay, today we're using just an AMSOIL 10W30. The drain port down here on the BCS is down at the bottom. Right there, and this will be the fill port to fill it. So we'll use a flexible funnel to fill it up. Let's go ahead and get it drained. Okay, so that's a 12mm socket. Go ahead and crack this loose. Slide our little makeshift drain pan there. Where's that washer? Just let that drain a few minutes, and then we'll fill it up. A couple other things to mention is I've noticed when I put the fail motor on that this cooling system for the engine area, it'll get plugged up. So you want to make sure you brush this off and clean it off, or spray it off, whatever you have to do to keep that clean. And then another thing is, before you shut the BCS off, what I recommend is go ahead and you turn the fuel off and you let it run completely out of gas. The reason is you don't want your carburetor to hold all the old stale gas. So say this thing sits for 6 months before you use it, you don't want that old gas in the carburetor to cause an issue. Hard starting, you have to take the carburetor apart to clean it, so it's a lot easier just to take this lever right here and to turn the gas off. So it tells you off and on. So that position right there is on, and this position back here is off. So like I said, you just turn it off, you let the engine run until engine shuts down. And that's just for long-term storage. So say you use it once a week, I wouldn't worry about turning this fuel off. If you're going to store it for more than a month or two or 6 months, you want to make sure you do that procedure. Okay, we got our oil drained. We'll go ahead and put the plug back in. I really don't know what the torque spec is on this Honda, but you can probably look that up if you feel like you need to torque it. I'm just going to use a little experience torque on it. Take out our fill plug here. And this doesn't have a dipstick on it, so they just want you to run it at level until it pours out. See, there's the sticker on the oil change. It says 10W40, but I'm going to use 1030. But it kind of gives you a breakdown. It says to the edge of the filler hole is what they want, but it's hard to get to the edge, so if it pours out a little bit, it's okay. Main thing is just to make sure your engine's level. I'm not sure how much this holds. It probably holds at least a quart. Quart and a quarter, I'm not sure. We'll find out. Put 1 quart in there. I'm just going to put a little bit more in and see where we're at. Put just a little bit more in there. I think we're there now. Yeah. So it holds about a quart and a half, it looks like. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so we got it filled up to the edge of the hole here. About a quart and a half of oil. Gonna go ahead and put the fill cap back on. Snug it up. So I washed this out with just Dawn soap and water. It's dry now, so it's good to go ahead and put back on. Slide it over the filter here. These filters will last a long time if you maintain them. Cleaning these pre-screens like this. Okay, so that's good and clean. Go ahead and put the nut back on here. Wing nut. This is something you want to make sure you secure down pretty good. I mean, you don't have to crank it down super tight, but you just want to make sure there ain't no dirt and get in your engine. Okay. Go ahead and put our cover back on the top. Tighten this down pretty decent too. You don't want that vibrating off of there. Fuel's on. Choke's on. Okay, so this completes our general maintenance of our BCS 853. This is a GX 390 engine. It is a 13 horsepower engine. If you guys have any questions about servicing your BCS, please reach out in the comments below. We want to thank you for watching this video, and we hope to see you on the next one. God bless you.